I must be dreaming cause I don't believe in ghosts, yeah.
Before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank Aoeah.com for sponsoring this channel. Aoeah is a third-party website that buys and sells all Rocket League items, including credits and blueprints. Use coupon code JSPADE to save 3% at checkout. And welcome back, guys. It is JackWallSpade. I am back again with a video that you probably wouldn't expect from me, but I recently rediscovered something and I thought I might as well share it with you guys, especially considering the recent resurgence in popularity of trading card games. I know that it's mainly Pokemon that's getting a bit of a second wave, but I have heard that some of the other games like Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! Have kind of piggybacked off of that. So anyways, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Misprint collection that I put together back in 2011. It's been a long time since I've played, and that's part of the reason that I didn't realize that this was actually worth something, is because it was just sitting in my closet for almost a decade. So we're just going to go through these and kind of talk about what they are and how much they're worth and how much that has changed, because that's something that surprised me, is some of these cards have gone up in value by quite a bit. So anyways, at the top here you can see we've got some test print cards. These are supposed to be discarded at the factory. They're just to test ink levels and such, but sometimes they end up getting into packs. So people like these, I think, you know, when I got them, I probably got them for like $15 to $20 each or something like that. They haven't gone up as much as some of the other ones, but I know that I sold one of them for $36 the other day, and I'm listing the others for $40. So, you know, that's pretty good. I mean, doubling your money over 9 years isn't crazy, you know, especially considering some of these other guys. But these guys are the ones that I was really surprised about. This is a Rainbow Dragon Chaos Neos misprint from Gladiator Assault. And essentially this was a big misprint because they printed the wrong name on this card, and they actually printed the wrong picture on another card in the next set that came out. But anyways, you know, at the time that I got these, not many people thought that they were really cool. I got them for not that much. I got them together, and oh my god, I realized that these days these things are actually worth around $1,000 each. And I know that's insane to hear, but it's true. I did already sell one of them. I sold one of them for $800. So, you know, shout out to the guy who trusted me enough to send first on that. You know, it's awesome that we were able to avoid the eBay or Mercari fees for that. So I'm going to be sending out his copy today and everything. But it's just absolutely crazy that those went up in value so much. I really was not expecting that. This guy in the middle here is actually pretty funny because I originally thought that this was like my crown jewel. This was like the absolute best card that I had, and that's why it's in the very middle of the front page. But as I've inspected it recently, I've actually realized that it's most likely altered. It's most likely modified. I honestly didn't know that you could do that. You could make it look so real. But we'll see if the camera can pick up some of the details here, if I can figure out. So yeah, apparently, well, first off, this is supposed to be a super rare, and it obviously has secret rare foil. It's on top of a card that people really like, so, you know, I thought that was going to add a lot of value. But apparently the bottom right corner of the picture here doesn't look like it should. There's a bit of a couple like marks, lines up towards the top here. I'm not sure if that, oh there, yeah, if you can see that in the light. And then there's another mark towards the bottom. So apparently somebody, you know, cut out an actual legit Raikou and put secret rare foil behind it. So anyways, you know, this isn't authentic. It was kind of funny because I thought it was, you know, I had listed it up and I was trying to sell it, and people had bid all the way up to $250 for it before I started to realize, hey, this might not actually be authentic. So there are a couple people who are still interested in it anyways, but obviously I'm going to ask for much less than that. And then towards the bottom here, this Yatagarasu isn't actually a misprint. I originally thought that some of these things were misprints, but it turned out that they weren't. But it still does have a lot of value because it's first edition from one of the original sets. This card came out back in 2003, and it is in excellent condition for a card from 2003. I did sell it for 160, so I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve at this point, but it's in absolutely amazing condition. Why I originally thought it was a misprint is because it has the hollow bleed that comes past the picture and across the whole card, but apparently that was just normal for cards from that time. So, you know, that's pretty cool. This guy obviously has a name stamped way below where it should be. It's not even touching the name box. And I ended up selling this guy for about $55. So that's going out today as well. And then this guy is supposed to be a secret rare, but it actually got printed with ultra rare foil on the name. Usually that's supposed to be more reflective, like the Yatagarasu name, but so yeah, that's the misprint with that guy. Ended up selling that guy for about $25. So I'll move to the next page here. A lot of these are similar. These guys from Tactical Evolution, they've got secret rare names when they're only supposed to have rare names. You can see they're a whole lot more reflective and colorful than they should be. I sold 2 of those, Snake Rain and Hunter Dragon, for a little under $20 each. I'm still trying to sell the other guys. This Elemental Hero Wildheart is one of those ones that I thought was a misprint, but actually, I mean, maybe it is a misprint, but every card that came out from this special edition was printed like this. It's not normally supposed to be printed like this because it's got a super rare picture and a secret rare name, but every other copy that I've been able to find online looks exactly like this. So not sure if anybody's gonna end up buying that, but I've got it listed up. And then these guys are some cards with the names shifted down. This one has the name just shifted down. The Crystal Release and the Defensive Tactics also have the name shifted a little to the left. And the Crystal Release has sold. These 3 have not yet. I got an offer on this one, but then the guy said that he didn't actually want it anymore. So, moving on. Right here we've got some no names. These all came from Hidden Arsenal 3. And you can see there's absolutely no name on them at all. The Naturia Cliffs don't even have a name imprint. I think the Grenadier Phalanx does have a name imprint, but either way, no names on those, so that's pretty cool. Nobody's bought those yet. The Revived King Hades is actually kind of a unique one. I'm wondering if we can get some better light on this so you guys can see. But in any case, the one right here is the misprint. This one's irregular. It's for comparison. We'll see if we can zoom in a little bit more. I mean, it's not ideal, but anyways, this one, the misprint, is a whole lot more blue than it should be. It kind of looks like they were printing this as the printer was running out of ink, and it doesn't have as much, or it has more blue than it should. There must have been less red because it's supposed to be purple like this guy. So anyways, that was just kind of a unique misprint that I haven't seen too many others of. This is just a rare missing the name, nothing too special there. I'm not even sure what's different about this guy. Literally some of these cards I've completely forgotten what the misprint was, so if anybody knows, let me know. But I also know that I put some things in this binder that didn't end up being misprints, so my mistake. This is another example of that. I originally thought that, you know, it was unique that it has the hollow coming across the further out from the picture and across the rest of the card, but it kind of seems like that was normal. Oh lord, don't want to subject you guys to that triggering noise. This guy just has the name shifted down a little bit, not by much, just a little bit. And then this should be, oh wait, this should be getting close to our last page. So let's see. Up top here, we got a couple of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons from the Gold series, and these were misprints because they were supposed to have 3,800 defense, and they got printed with an even 3,000 defense. So that's what's unique about those guys. I've gotten some interest in them, but nobody's bought them yet. Not even sure what's different about the Amazonas Fighter. Probably should have looked that up before starting this video. The Dark Hole from, Legend of Blue Eyes, has its foil shifted just a little bit. It's not much of a misprint, but it's, you know, a little bit. I know there were a lot of mistakes back in those early runs, you know. And then this Dark Lord Desire was crimped by the machine that seals the packs. You can see over on the right here, it's got all this weird texture that it's not supposed to have, and the bottom corner is ripped. So that happened because the printing machine was misaligned. And then the Serpent Night Dragon. Oh man, what's the misprint on this? Oh, let's see. Am I? Okay. I think it was the fact that it doesn't have a serial number, but I also think that that might be normal for that specific card. So I'm not even sure. I know that I've seen other Serpent Night Dragons like this listed online as a misprint, but none of the listings specify what the misprint is, so I can't figure out what it is. But you know, if any of you guys know, please do let me know. The Luster Dragons down here were supposed to be printed with the name Luster Dragon number 2, but it was just printed, you know, Luster Dragon. So one of those has sold, the other one is still listed up. And then this one was a misprint because it doesn't have the text that specifies you must special summon it a certain way. You know, with this original text, it looks like you can just normal summon it and then use its really overpowered effects. So that was the misprint on that, but I think there were a lot that were printed like that, so it's not terribly unique. And then over here, we've just got some smaller ones with just like really small specks of the name missing, just kind of weird printing splatters. Really not much on these three guys, but the Book of Secret Arts was probably one of my older misprints, but also one of the more common ones. It was supposed to be printed with a quill above the book, a little feather quill, but this version was printed without, so that was the misprint on that guy. So yeah, I just wanted to run through this with you guys real quick. I mean, you know, I probably paid a couple $100 for this collection to start out with, you know, when I was putting it together. And, you know, considering these guys are worth around 1,000 each, and, you know, 150, 40, you know, a bunch of other stuff, 55, other guys throughout, you know, I'd say this is probably around like 2,500 at this point, which is absolutely crazy. You know, that's basically like a 100 times return on investment over a period of 9 years. So pretty surprising, but pretty amazing. Glad that I was able to rediscover it and find out that, you know, there are people out here who really want this stuff. So again, shout out to the guy who bought one of these Rainbow Dragon misprints and trusted me enough to send first. I'll be getting that out to you today. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I know this is very different than the regular content, but hopefully somehow people who like Yu-Gi-Oh can end up finding this in the search. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll be back to the regular Rocket League content very soon. But if for whatever reason any of you guys are interested in buying any of the misprints that haven't sold yet, please do hit me up. You know, message me on Xbox, email me at jackofallspade97@gmail.com, go on my Discord, anything like that, and we can work out a deal. So I hope that you guys are having a good one, and I will catch y'all on the next one.
You say you want
cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we